welcome back to today's video. I'm so excited. Okay, so first I'm starting with a reference photo because I think they're really important. And obviously, if you can tell, I was not confident in this look at all. I really thought this video was going to end up in the trash, for real, until I was halfway through the look and I'm like, oh, okay, I think this is gonna work. So anyway, I'm applying some foundation only to the upper half of my face though, because the skull is gonna cover up the other half, so I'm just blending that in. And can I just say, this was so much fun, and I've only ever done a look like this one other time, and I'm really happy with how this turned out, and I think I just might be doing more. Anyway, I concealed my under eye and also set it with Maybelline Fit Me powder. Then I am going to proceed to continue and set my under eye as well as the rest of my upper face. Now it's time for the skull. I was losing my mind here, okay? Keep in mind, I've only ever done this once, so I was like sitting here contemplating for way too long. So I thought I would show you me messing up right at the start. I used this crappy cream face paint, and I'm like, that is just not it, chief. So I wiped it off, and what I actually ended up using for this whole black skull was lipstick from Wet n Wild. It was super creamy and it allowed me to blend. So I'm just kind of mapping out my bone structure, I guess, of the skull. I decided to like shorten my chin in a sense that I'm like taking half of my face out. Beauty of makeup. And then I'm just blending in the edges, painting it black, blending it, painting it black, blending it. Kind of the same process that I do for my actual makeup looks. So now I'm just blacking out my lips and my chin. Can't lie, this is kind of fun to watch because it's a free-for-all. Now, as soon as that's like blend in, I was like, I don't like it. I don't like it. Now, so I decided to take it down even further because it just looked a little fake to me because I was like faking it hardcore. So I decided to bring it down a little more, then still didn't like it, so I brought it down even further. So you really could just go there with it. Now for the nose, this is always fun for me. I definitely like this nose much better than the one I did 3 years ago. But I'm just kind of creating a generic pointed nose. Then once I am happy with the nose shape, I'm going to set that with black eyeshadow. I would recommend waiting till you're finished with whatever you're working on and then set it in place, just like makeup. And then once I have set the edges and just the general area of my nose, I am going to move on into the teethers. The teeth. This was not that bad actually. I just am taking a water activated face paint. It's white. I think it's like $8 maybe at Michael's. And it is very effective. And so what I decided to do was more like pointed teeth rather than like normal teeth. So these are rather pointed. They kind of almost resemble fangs in a sense to me, but maybe that's just me. I don't know. But I pretty much, the only way that I got better at this was just watching a ton of tutorials, because like I've mentioned 10 times, this is only my second time doing it. So if you want to learn how to do stuff like this, I guess I would recommend watching other people and practicing it yourself. Now I'm going to completely white out this bottom area that I had left. This is so important in my opinion because it really creates a clean edge as well as gives the illusion of a skull. Now I'm going to take this gray eyeshadow and just kind of blend my edges and smoke it out and shade it. You totally could leave this skull super sharp around the edges. I just want to make it a little more faded. And now I honestly don't know what this is. I don't know if I did this right. I don't know. I've never been one to follow the rules, but I am just creating this like opening, if you will, kind of, I guess, where the teeth would, I don't know, I don't know, but I like it. It turned out really nice in my opinion. So I'm just kind of whiting this area out and mixing it in with that black lipstick. It created a gray, which pretty much did all the shading for me. But I am going in with the white eyeshadow just to highlight, blend, buff, the whole 9 yards, Now I'm going in with some black eyeshadow and just kind of setting the cream down. I do wish this would have been more matte and less shiny, but that's what you get for using a lipstick. Now I'm just going to highlight again, sharpen my edges. I was feeling it. I was like, oh my word. Now I am going to apply some shadow, some basic eyeshadow. I think it was like 4 different colors. This palette, by the way, that I've been using is the Lunar Beauty Life's a Drag palette. And now I'm just, like I said, going in with 3 or 4 of the shadows in the palette, smoking it out. I must say, after drawing a whole skull on my face, eyeshadow has never felt so easy. Like, really. It was super easy. So I'm just blending that on really sloppily. Is that a word? Not sure. Then I'm going to pop some lashes on. These are really nice for this look. I would have probably preferred a little more dramatic, but it worked out nicely. Now I'm just applying some mascara, and I'm going to fill my brows because this needed to happen. Wet n Wild retractable brow pencil, nothing's new. I'm just going to fill them in, structure them, make them sharp like the rest. Now I am bronzing up my forehead so that it looks like, you know, we have half a makeup look. And then just gluing down my brows, you know, with some brow gel. And then I'm going to highlight my brow bone with a Ofra highlighter. And I'm also going to highlight my inner corners. And that's it, my dear friends. That is the extent of this look. I really hope you enjoyed this video. Thank you so much for watching, and I really hope to see you in my next one. Bye.